Is the heart of our defense officially on the trade block, or has the front office finally lost its damn mind? Raider Nation is absolutely on fire today. Some people are calling this a rebuild, but I'm calling it a heart attack waiting to happen. In today's video, I'm breaking down why Maxx Crosby's name is being thrown back into the rumor mill in a trade that sounds like something straight out of Madden, but it's actually gaining real steam behind the scenes in Philly. And we're just getting started. John Spytek just got some blunt advice from someone who's actually sat in that GM chair, and the message was loud and clear. Don't be stupid. Our 2026 first overall pick has a name and a face, and I'm going to tell you why Fernando Mendoza is the only acceptable choice. To wrap it all up, we've got some quiet roster moves that say everything you need to know about the massive hole that used to be our offensive line. Buckle up and smash that like button, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything for the Raiders. Things are getting wild. You've got to be kidding me that we're talking about this again. The bombshell is that ESPN's Bill Barnwell just dropped a prediction that hit Allegiant Stadium like a grenade. The Raiders could move on from Maxx Crosby right now, before the 2026 draft. The proposal? Sending our biggest icon to the Eagles. My immediate reaction? Pure outrage. But deep breaths, Miller. Let's actually look at the facts. We all know Crosby is the engine of this defense. Even playing only 10 games last season, the man put up 10 sacks and 53 pressures. That's insane. But the truth is, that trade drama with the Ravens that collapsed at the last second left some scars. Now, rumors suggest the Eagles would offer edge rusher Nolan Smith Jr., this year's 23rd overall pick, and a 2027 third rounder. The impact on the roster would be seismic. We'd lose Crosby's visceral leadership, but we'd gain the capital to surround our future quarterback with elite talent. Barnwell suggests using that 23rd pick on wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr., who was Mendoza's partner in crime back at Indiana. Does it make sense on paper? Sure. But on the field, Nolan Smith Jr. is a total wild card. He had 10 sacks in year 2, but is coming off a triceps injury that limited him to just 3 sacks in 11 games. Swapping the Condor, a guaranteed elite talent, for a gamble with a medical history is enough to keep you up at night. In my opinion, as someone who bleeds silver and black, if Spytek pulls the trigger on this, he's doubling down on a total teardown. He's saying the 2026 team isn't built to win now, it's built for 2 years from now. The cap space looks better because Crosby's contract is massive, but the soul of the team leaves with him. I'm not sugarcoating this trade unless that package includes at least one more first rounder. Crosby is worth way more than pick 23 and a player who hasn't proven a thing. This is a double-edged sword that could define Spytek's legacy before the first kickoff of the season. If you thought the Crosby shocker was enough, hold on to your seats. Former GM Tom Telesco just decided to spill the beans on a podcast, giving the exact advice he wishes he'd followed when he was running the show in Vegas. And the message was straight to John Spytek. If you're sitting at number 1, don't take any offers. Draft Fernando Mendoza. The controversy here is the trauma of the past. Telesco admitted what we all suspected. The Raiders tried desperately to trade up for C.J. Stroud in the Texans draft and failed. They tried again to move up for Jaden Daniels with the Commanders and failed again. We were left holding the bag while other teams locked down their franchise QBs. Now, for the first time in recent history, we don't need anyone's permission. We own the clock with the 2026 first overall pick. Telesco was blunt. There are no guarantees next year. The QB market is volatile. And if you have a talent like Mendoza available, you don't trade that pick for anything in the world. Newcomer Clint Kubiak and Spytek seem to be on the same page. Mendoza, the Indiana star, is the guy who finally brings stability to a franchise that's been a carousel of mid-tier QBs. The plan is obvious. Use our massive cap space and this year's draft capital to build a wall around Mendoza. The front office's mindset has shifted. No more band-aid solutions with over-the-hill veterans or late-round flyers. It's time to be aggressive. If Spytek listens to Telesco and ignores the Godfather offers that are going to come in for that #1 pick, we finally have a North Star. Mendoza has the arm, the IQ, and the swagger this city demands. This is the checkmate we've been waiting decades for. If they pass on this, I'm leading the charge to clean house myself. Now, there's something the fan base is sleeping on in the middle of all this noise about Crosby and Mendoza. I'm talking about the dirty work in the trenches. The Raiders just made it official. Will Putnam, a 25-year-old O-lineman who was in limbo, is back. He signed his deal after receiving the exclusive rights tag. It might look like a minor move, but don't get it twisted. Our offensive line was a total train wreck last year. It was the worst in the NFL, period. Putnam isn't an all-pro, but he played 15 games and started 2 at center in 2025. With Tyler Linderbaum coming in, who's now the highest-paid center in league history, a massive investment by Spytek, Putnam becomes a vital piece as the primary backup or even competing for a guard spot. The real story is Linderbaum. Spytek has made it clear, in the Raiders' future, the center is the captain of the ship. He touches the ball on every play, makes the protection calls, and mentors the young guys. Clint Kubiak already said he expects Linderbaum to run the meetings even when the coaches aren't in the room. That's the mentality. Build from the inside out. Bringing back Putnam and dumping a truckload of cash on Linderbaum proves the front office gets it. You can't draft Mendoza and let the kin get pulverized because of poor protection. Putnam brings versatility and depth we just didn't have. He was a standout in the ACC at Clemson, and if he keeps developing, he could be the rotational piece that saves a playoff game down the road. This rebuild is moving fast, and every piece, no matter how small, has a purpose. We're stopping the trend of signing names and starting to sign roles. That's what winning teams do. The radar is up, and this O-line is finally transforming from our Achilles heel into the foundation of the 2026 project. To wrap up the madness, Crosby could be the trade chip to rebuild the offense. Mendoza is the chosen one at #1, and our O-line is finally being armored up with Linderbaum and Putnam. It's a ton of info for one day, but the direction seems clear. Everything for the new franchise quarterback. Now, I want to hear from you, and this is a tough one. If the Eagles' proposal officially hits Spytek's desk tomorrow, do you pull the trigger and trade Maxx Crosby to guarantee more weapons for Fernando Mendoza? Or do you keep our captain and build this thing the slow way? Drop a comment below, because I want to see the fireworks in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's Raiders till I die. I'm out.